What's up, guys? You're watching Everything Weapons. Welcome back to the channel. Today, Navy already looking for alternatives to its brand new AARGM radar busting missile. So the U.S. Navy is pushing to finally field this new AGM-88G after years of delay, but is also now looking at other options as well. So this is from thewarzone.com. So the U.S. Navy has now made it clear it is at least exploring an alternative to the still in development AGM-88G, which stands for Advanced Anti-Radiation Guided Missile Extended Range, very long name. When the Advanced Emission Suppression Missile effort first emerged earlier this year, the stated requirements did sound curiously similar to what the service wants from the AGM-88G. There was also mention of an all-new need to be able to engage radio frequency emitting targets in the air as well as on the surface, but this is no longer being emphasized, at least publicly. The new contradicting notice raises questions about the future of the AARGM program, which the Navy told the Warzone in April was still on track to be fielded later this year and late 2026. The service had also previously announced a strategic pause in purchases of AGM-88G missiles, but only for the 2027 fiscal year next year. And the AGM is a direct evolution of the existing AGM-88E Advanced Anti-Radiation Guided Missile, and Naval Air Systems Command issued a new AESM request for information yesterday, and they had previously put out a contract notice regarding this new missile back in February, but eventually took it down. Now, the Naval Air Systems Command is now looking to conduct market research to identify potential sources capable of providing an AARGM equivalent missile system according to the new RFI. This consists of the all-up round missile to include hardware and software, as well as any unique logistic elements, trainers, and AARGM equivalent flyout model and all system verification elements. The purpose of this RFI is to conduct market research to identify potential sources capable of providing a mature design missile system, which consists of the all-up-round missile to include hardware and software, as well as unique logistical elements, trainers, flyout model, and all system verification elements. The notice adds, this AUR must be compatible with existing launch platforms. Now, so the U.S. government's technology readiness level scale, which is used to categorize the maturity of munitions and other systems, TRL6 is defined as an effort that has produced a representative model or prototype system that has been tested in a relative environment, and this can include high-fidelity laboratory conditions or otherwise simulated, and the latest desired requirements for the AESM are very broad and fully in line with what the U.S. Navy has said for years that it expects to gain from the fielding of the AGM-88G. And the the AESM needs to have extended range, allowing it to be capable of engaging targets at significant standoff distances. It has to include an advanced anti-radiation seeker with broad frequency coverage, and the ability to target modern and advanced radar systems. In terms of lethality, the goal is to achieve a high probability of kill against a wide range of targets. So, like the AARGM, AESM needs to be suitable for internal and external carriage on at least certain variants of the F-35 Joint Strike fighter jet, and as well as the FA-18E and the F Super Hornet fighters, as well as the EA-18G Growler electronic warfare jets, are also listed as threshold launch platforms. Now, the original AESM in February, the RFI it's called, had laid out more specific requirements which are absent in the new contracting notice, and this includes an explicit call for prospective vendors to describe their proposed missiles' ability to engage air-to-air and air-to-ground targets. And there has been no mention in the past about an air-to-air engagement capability for the AGM-88G. It's unclear whether this is still an area of interest for AESM, and the Warzone has reached out to the U.S. Navy for more info about the current state of AESM and how it factors into the plans of AARGM missiles. With added air-to-air engagement capability, AESM would open the door to new operational possibilities and could be more complementary to the AARGM. Yeah, just a little bit of news for you. This could slot in well with the rest of the U.S. Navy's planned future air-launched missile ecosystem, which at least currently includes the AGM-88G as well as the AIM-174B air-launched version of the multi-purpose standard missile, SM-6, and the AIM-260 advanced air-to-air missile. These missiles fit into ever-expanding kill web architectures made up of deeply integrated networks of sensors and other assets across the surfaces, spread across the air, land, sea, space, and even cyberspace domains. And the Warzone previously explored all of this on their website, so check it out. But it's also worth remembering that the U.S. Air Force has worked with the Navy on similar hybrid anti-air/anti-radiation missile efforts in the past, and the Air Force also just recently put out its own call for information about a prospective common missile with a range of at least 1,000 nautical miles. Check out my video about this, how the Americans Air Force want a missile that can travel 1,000 miles. I made a whole separate video on it, so definitely take a look at that, but that could come in air-to-air or air-to-surface versions, and AESM might further emerge as a joint service effort and or one that involves foreign participation. So thank you guys very much for watching. Drop a like, subscribe, make sure you ring the bell. Don't forget, only takes 1 second, helps me out a lot. That way you don't miss any video I post in the future, and check out the older content on the channel. As always, you've been watching Everything Weapons. Thank you very much for tuning in to the channel. I will see you guys next time. Take care.